Today, we are going to be playing a card that terrorized Return to Ravnica Limited, and we're going to see if we can terrorize Pioneer with it as well. And that is the card you see on your screen, Pack Rat. At the surface level, this is not the most powerful card. It's 2 mana to cast, 3 mana to activate. But what if I told you that there was a way that we could cheat on the activation cost? And there's actually more than one way. We have Enigma Jewel, tapped for 2, Soaring vibes. Basically the same thing with Omen Hawker. 1 mana 1/1, taps for a blue and a colorless, but you can only spend that on activated abilities. Well, it turns out we have quite a few activated abilities, not just Pack Rat. Hey everybody, Doomwake here, and welcome to another Pioneer video on the channel. Speaking of Pioneer, just wanted to kind of give you guys an update of where I am on the RCQ season, because I know a lot of you people watching these videos are in the RCQ trenches along with me. I have decided, I've sort of, you can say that it was a deal with the devil rather, but I have decided to play Phoenix for the remainder of the RCQ season. Now I know you're going to get mad at me, everybody. We want to try these sweepers out, but at the end of the day, if they're letting us play with Ancestral Recall, we probably should put that card in our deck, and I have chosen to do that. I actually just lost in the finals of a 1-slot RCQ yesterday, so unfortunate, but yeah, decided to play Phoenix, but we're still going to be working on some more interesting Pioneer brews. Last but certainly not least, shout out to everybody who has been sending me their, amazing stories of winning RCQs with Cruel and Profs and all these cool decks that we've been working on, so keep sending those to me. I would love to hear your guys' success stories in your RCQs. So for those of you who are unfamiliar and didn't play any RTR Limited, you're probably for the better, but Pack Rat is a card that's 2 mana for a star. Its power and toughness equal to the number of rats you control, and you can pay 3 to discard a card, make a copy of it. So if unanswered, it makes a copy of itself, and then another copy of itself, and then every card you draw past, a certain point is just another copy of Pack Rat. So 4/4 is 5/5, 6/6, so on and so forth. So Pack Rat is first and foremost, that's kind of your main threat in this deck, but past that we have some more stuff. We have Reckoner Bankbuster. Good, very good if you have additional mana to kind of fuel into the Bankbuster, which, not only means that you're cheating mana on it, but also activating it much quicker so you can get to that pilot faster and then start attacking your opponent for 4 once you've drawn the 3 extra cards. We also have Shark Typhoon, happens to have an activated ability when you cycle it, and you can use the mana from Omen Hawker and Enigma Jewel to help cycle Shark Typhoon for a bigger shark. Another cool one here is Mirrorshell Crab. Shout out to What Up, by the way. I don't know if anybody's going to get that reference, but, this time he's pinchy. And Crab is really cool because you can pay 3 to discard it to counter a spell or ability unless its controller pays 3, which that mana from Omen Hawker and Enigma Jewel can be used to use Mirrorshell Crab. And what's nice about that is not only does it counter abilities, the Mirrorshell Crab itself cannot be countered, so keep that in mind. And then last but certainly not least, this is kind of a weird one. This is a card called Bag of Holding. You probably have never seen this card before, so let's read it. It's a 1-mana artifact. It says when you discard a card, exile that card from your graveyard. You can pay 2 tap to loot, draw a card, discard. So, activated ability for Jewel and Omen Hawker. And then the final ability is 4 tap, sacrifice the bag, return all cards exiled with it to their owner's hands. If you do a little bit of looting early on, you can kind of filter your hand early to find the specific pieces that you're missing, and then later on, 4 mana sack, draw 4, 5, 6 cards. That can be pretty powerful. Also worth noting that the cards that you discard off Pack Rat get put under the Bag of Holding. Same thing, you can discard a bunch of stuff to Pack Rat. If for some reason you've made 7 rats and they're not dead yet, you can draw 5 cards while you're at it. And notably, the cards that cycle, like Mirrorshell Crab and Shark Typhoon, also go under the bag for future usage. Past the activated abilities and mana generation, we have your traditional blue and black interaction, 4 copies of Fatal Push, 3 copies of Thoughtseize, 2 copies of Spell Pierce, and then last but certainly not least, the card that is for some reason still legal in Standard. I'm not quite sure if it's rotating in the next 10 years or anything, but Sheoldred the Apocalypse, mostly because we have a lot of ways to draw cards. Reckoner Bankbuster, Bag of Holding, Shark Typhoon, so on and so forth. Now, that's pretty much it for the non-land cards, but the lands are also very, very important, specifically with our mana accelerants, Jewel and Omen Hawker, because lands that have activated abilities are in fact activated abilities. So Hall of Storm Giants, Hive of the Eye Tyrant, Mirrex, Otawara, and Takenuma all get discounted by both Jewel and Omen Hawker. So you actually have some utility with those cards, even in your mana base, which is pretty cool. As far as the sideboard is concerned, the couple notable cards here: Leyline, good against Phoenix; counter spells, good against counter spells, so on and so forth. That wasn't what I was trying to say, but 2 copies of Blot Out here to exile Vein Ripper. No, most importantly, you don't want them to get that ward trigger. The 4th copy of Thoughtseize for the control matchups. A couple of Bloodchief's Thirst when you need some additional removal. And then the card that I wanted to highlight here, the Stone Brain, which there maybe are some other potential cards that you could play for in this slot for combo decks. What I really like about the Stone Brain is you can actually turn to Stone Brain against Lotus Field because you have both Omen Hawker and Enigma Jewel, both of which tap to activate the Stone Brain. And the unfortunate part about Stone Brain against Lotus Field is a lot of times you have played on turn 2, and then their next turn they just play a Lotus Field. And Lotus Field is the card that you want to name the most with Stone Brain. But because of its mana cost and activation cost, you usually can't do that. In this deck, it's not likely they can get a Lotus Field in play in the first 2 turns, so you're probably going to be able to Stone Brain their Lotus Fields before they play one. And that is, basically lights out against Lotus. That's pretty much it for the main deck. I just wanted to, try to showcase you guys all these cards. I did find this deck in a Magic Online 5.0 League Dump, so that's where the initial list came from. I made a couple of small changes. I think the original list had 4 Spell Pierce. Thought that was a bit too much. But yeah, I had a lot of fun playing this league, and I really think you guys are going to like the video. So without further ado, I will see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. 80 cards, by the way. Alright. I mean, the sand's good. The set looks very good. This set does look very, very good. I will agree with that. I don't know if pushed is the word that I would use, but it looks very good. Rafine's Tower, huh? Oh, I should have played the Hall that turn, maybe. I don't know. I want to draw cards with Bankbuster. I draw a card with Reckoner Bankbuster. Give me an untapped black source, please. I'd like an untapped black source. How about my 3rd copy of Sheoldred? I mean, that's like kind of the same thing, if we're being honest. This hand is just hysterical. What am I supposed to do with this hand? Do I think Pernicious Deed could be here? Well, I think that they printed a better Pernicious Deed. Where are my black sources? Please. Come on. Thank you. All right, good turn. 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 You don't think this is the white rare of that cycle? I guess that's a good point. So maybe we don't have the white rare of that cycle. So what do we have so far? We have Wheel of Fortune, Recurring Nightmare, and Allurin. So what do you think the other 2 are? We're missing blue and white then, theoretically? Oh yeah, the Gilded Drake too. Okay. I forgot about Drake. Okay, so what do you think the white one's going to be then? Maybe it'll be... Ooh. What do you think about an energy version of Balance? Academy Rector? I wonder if it'll be a Balance. Balance it. Oh, it has to be reserve list. Well, it doesn't have to be, right? But the speculation is that all of the other ones are versions of reserve list cards, so therefore this one will probably be a reserve list card. Replenish. Do you think that's like... I like how they're doing this, where they're just taking a card that they're not allowed to reprint and just changing the words on it slightly and then basically reprinting it anyways. I know it's a different card, but I just find that pretty funny. They gotta skirt the reserve list somehow. Reserve list truthers. Valky, God of Lies. Alright, well, bad news for you. I have a 3rd Sheoldred. I guess they can cast their own Sheoldred. Alright, kill Tybalt. 07's Tybalt. What's up, Torborg? How you doing today? Been doing that forever. Been doing that for a while, just never so on the nose. Yeah, it's like they even do the callouts in the name. Like, whatever, the red one has Wheel in the name. The black one has Nightmare in the name. Like, they're very, very on the nose about it this time, which is pretty funny. My guess is an energy moat. Could be like I don't even know how you would word that. ETB, get some amount of energy. Creatures without flying can't attack you unless, or like with mana value equal to the number of energy counters on it or something. I don't even know. Even like that design that I just stated is probably too good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can make a 4/4 shark or just rat them. I think it's rat time. I guess I'll play this. Because I think I can triple rat next turn, right? Oh, why didn't I attack? That was bad. Should have attacked with Bankbuster. It's definitely not better than Alurin. There's no chance it's better than original Alurin. Come on, why, what? Bring to Light, that card's good. Card Energy Alurin. I don't remember the name of the card, but yeah, it's only you. The card is I can assure you that the card is definitely not better than original Alurin. I know that for a fact. Yeah, something prayers. Where are they attacking? Pillage, Helix, Bring to Light. Okay. So they want to Helix my Bankbuster. I think I'd rather have them Helix the Bankbuster than a Pack Rat. I don't know how I kill Niv, though. Yeah, this is, I think, better for me. Okay, do this. Yep, that's fine. We trade there. They're at 15. I mean, I guess we could just make bigger rats, and then our rats can eventually attack past the Niv. Maybe that's the idea. Yeah, we can make a big shark, too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could just activate rat 3 times. Now, I can't attack this turn, but I can say go and make 3 rats, and then next turn make a 4th rat and have 6 6s. Which I think that's better than just making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can make a 6/6 shark, but if I do that, I can't rat 3 times. I'm just going to rat 3 times. I think that's better. I guess we know they have another Bring to Light, which they might just get a Wrath this turn. They could just Bring to Light Extinction Event on even, keep their Niv and their Fable. That's kind of bad. If they do that. Okay, that's fine. We could even maybe push that. No, because we have to discard the push to the rat. Take 6. How many rats do they have to block this turn? We're going to have 5 6/6s attacking. They don't have Biting, they're dead. 6, 12. No, I think I'm 1 point short, right? I know I get to discard my draw step, but we can't attack with the new rat. 3 blockers, block 3 rats, they're 6/6s, that's 6, 12, 13, 14. I appear to be 1 point short currently. Because do I have enough? Okay, hold on. I don't have enough to... Do I have enough to rat and haul? 1, 2, 3. Discard. 1, 2, 3. I'm 1 mana short. Because if I play the land, I can't make a rat. Is it better to animate haul than making a rat? If I animate haul, 3 blockers, that would be lethal, right? If they have nothing. Because they go 3 blockers, block haul, 2 rats. Then I have 3 unblocked rats, which is 15. So I guess animate haul does make them have something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have nothing trust. I mean, I have to go for it. Like, my position's not getting better. I know they have Bring to Light in hand, you know? I have to just hope they have nothing. Because I can't really beat them untapping and just going Bring to Light Wrath, you know? I kind of lose to that anyways. Black mana? Shit. So they're going to take 10? Oh. Wait, it's Xaxes. They only had gained 2 life. Let's go! Nice 2 life, bucko. Alright. Pack rats stay winning. Okay, we're playing against Niv. I want counter spells. I want to seize their thoughts. And I want to cut Fatal Push. Do we Stonebrain against Niv? Probably, right? Cut the holdings. Oh yeah, I think the new Alurin is good. I think your assessment of it being better than old Alurin is insanity, but I do think that card's still good. Who is Fletcher Johnson? The GOAT. You don't need to know about that. Who isn't Fletcher Johnson? Every single person in the chat is Fletcher Johnson. It's a way of life. It's a philosophy. They have Thoughtseize in their Niv deck? Is that common? I mean, that is one way to put it. Oh, well. How about instead of busting, I fucking Stonebrain the shit out of you? Chat, do we name Bring to Light or Niv? Yeah, Stonebrain over Ego because you can activate it with Jewel. I think you named Bring to Light. Okay. Well, I should have named Omnath, I guess. Fuck. 2 Omnath in hand. That's kind of sketch. They don't have lands, though. They have 2 beans. 2 beans, 2 Omnaths. Yeah, the fact that you can turn 2 Stonebrain is just so huge. Oh, they didn't have a green source, but they drew a green source. Sure wish I had a second black source. They drew a Lila. I think my plan is take Omnath and hope they don't draw an untapped land, and then take the other Omnath, because my hand just can't beat an Omnath. Any ideas for Allurin? Play Allurin. Play the new Allurin with cards that make energy. No, seriously, like Greenbelt Rampager, the new 2-mana 2/1. Those cards are good with it. I don't exactly know what the deck looks like. But, like, I don't think you're supposed to play Rogue Refiner, although Rogue Refiner is good specifically with the Allurin, so I don't know. The bigger question is, what can we do with Buried Alive? Fable, huh? Why'd you leave the keys up on the Fable? Green, red, white, blue. I have to take this. Our hand is not improved at all. You're a VIP chatter, so you could say I'm a big deal. You could say that, but I'm not going to. Like, theoretically, that is something you could say, but I will choose not to do that. Oh no, they can Valky. They can't cast Omnath. They had Sacred Foundry, so they had green, red, white, blue. We knew about the Foundry. Oh, they took Pack Rat? No, now they can make a Pack Rat. Wait, we know about Stomping? Yeah, we knew about... They had one of these 2 in their hand. Whichever was not in play, they had the other one in their hand. How do I beat my own rat? First presidential debate will happen on Doomstream. I'm in for it. Doom has a debate moderator. I would just let him go ham, you know? They didn't attack with Valky? Why? I'm confused. Why did we not attack with Valky? Sus. Alright, you win. You win. I unfortunately did not draw lands that game. Let's try to draw more lands this time. This time, he Pinchy. Is Sea's-Brain a good angle to fight them on? I think it's your only angle, you know? Like, what would you like to sideboard instead? I mean, I guess you could consider Blot Out and maybe the bags, but I mean, I think you do kind of have to fight them on that type of access. Just try to get strip one of their best win conditions. Like, if you Thoughtseize their beans, then that game looks a lot different. The problem is they drew 2 beans, right? But if they just didn't have Beanstalk, that game's probably a lot different. See ya. See, this is what I'm talking about, you know? You just Thoughtseize their Beanstalk and their hand sucks. See, everything is fine. Ooh. I could bait the Leyline binding with this. They're gonna binding it, right? I think they will. Yeah, I'm gonna play Golgari. Golgari in Dallas. Wow, they did not binding the Stonebrain? Really? Huh. Kind of surprised by that, honestly. Well, now what the fuck do we do? Just name Omnath? I'm definitely not casting this. I don't know why they didn't cast the binding that turn. Alright, I guess I name Omnath. Make sure which Omnath it was. Alright, so they have a Niv. So we have to find a counterspell or a Thoughtseize. Done. Wait, I got rid of one of their cards. Oh no, they drew an extra card off of the thing. Okay, never mind. Never mind. My first act as president will be to remove... Did I miss the Among Us days? Why not name Niv Reborn? Because they can cast Omnath before Niv. Which one would I rather trade for binding? I think this. They also might just not binding it, but like ideally they binding this turn, then I go Bankbuster, then they Niv, then I dispute, then we just go from there. Alright, sure. And they picked up the bird last turn, right? Yeah, they picked up the bird. So we know these 3 and Eorion. Okay, so they do have Niv mana next turn. So we're gonna get to dispute that, which is good. Better with you. No. So Passage Binding Yorion 1 Unknown. Have I played Convoke lately? No, I've not played Convoke lately. Are you referring to Pioneer or Standard? I guess I will say I haven't played it in either format, but funny rat. I mean, I wouldn't mind drawing a rat. We can activate it now that we have the jewel. We found the jewels. Stop looking at the rat's jewels, okay? Come on, chap. Modern Convoke? I've seen people play Modern Convoke. Rat spotted. Rat spotted. I think it's time. I think it's time, folks. I think it is time. Beat me in the mirror round 1. It's everybody, all the Cabal's just playing Convoke now. Convoke sort of started in Modern. Yeah, that's where honestly the idea. To the best of my knowledge, I think I was the first one to play it in Pioneer. Now that being said, people probably would have found it if I didn't. But the idea came from I was watching Spike play it in Modern when Night Errant came out, and I was like, well, 90% of these cards are just Pioneer legal, so let's try it in Pioneer, and then it was just completely cracked. The first, week and a half or 2 weeks of Convoke being legal in Pioneer, it was beating literally everything. Would you still love chat if you were a pack rat? I would love chat more if you were a pack rat, or a pack of rats. Yeah, Fletcher played it pretty early on, too. The Fletcher meme stays strong. He doesn't love chat now. I would love chat if you spammed Burge. I make a rat. I make one rat. Alright, rat down. Stop! Let me have a rat, man. Come on. Just let me have one rat. They respect the rat, though. Alright, give me an untapped land. Guess we do this first. Sheoldred is good against beans. Alright, draw a card. +2 life. +2 life. 0 respect for the ratto. You better put some respect on this rat's name, alright? I'm just saying that. You better respect the rat. Or the rat's gonna come for you. This rat does not mess around. You will die. You will be eaten by the entire pack. Niv Mizzet Supreme. Fabled Passage. Rude. It's okay, we got a backup. We have Sheoldred Part 2. Pretty sure it's better to do this than just play, make a big shark token this turn. I'm going to draw with Bankbuster on their upkeep. Mr. Streamer, could you explain how is this deck supposed to win a match? Ooh, I shouldn't have 6. Make a lot of rat tokens, I guess. Would be my best guess. Which we're not doing a great job of. Ancient Cornucopium. Copium spotted. I mean, the goal is you're utilizing Enigma Jewel and Omen Hawker as kind of like your mana engines. We get to dispute something when they have 17,000 lands in play. I like that. Dispute me. But yeah, so you're utilizing both Enigma Jewel and Omen Hawker as mana generations. You have some. It's just like a control deck, kind of. I guess more of a mid-range deck than anything, but mid-range deck with a sort of quote-unquote busted mana engine. But apparently it's not that busted. Joel range deck then? What do you mean? Joel range? I don't get it. Reflection. Okay, here's what you have to know about Pioneer. The games there's one of two games that can occur in the Pioneer format. Games that are over on turn 3 or games that are over on turn 23. There's really no in between though. Yeah, I'm gonna play Phoenix Caustic. I'm Phoenix build now. We're halfway there. Yeah, we got 13 more turns to go. 5/5, huh? Big shark time? Baby shark, dude. I don't want to cast it. I just want to cycle it. Question: has a game of Pioneer ever ended on turn 4? No results found with that term. Well, at least MTGBot has confirmed, Yeah, I'm playing 2 profs. I'm playing the same list that I played the last 2 weekends, which attacking with both. Okay, well, we can make a giant shark to block their Niv Mizzet Supreme. I'll make a 6/6. I will make a 6/6 shark token. I'm actually not going to block with the Bankbuster, because if they have a Wrath, I want to keep this in play to be able to attack them. So I'm just going to do this and this, I think. I could also play around Helix and just not block with Sheoldred. Maybe that's better. Yeah, just take 2. That might be a little bit better. How is Prost Memory so good? I don't know. It's just like, the more I play with the card, the more I realize how completely busted it is. It's so sick. Could have blocked with the Bussy instead. No, I mentioned that, Kaya, but I didn't want to block with this in case they had a post-combat Wrath. I want to keep this in play if they sweep me after combat. Prof is very, very smart. He's got a much better memory than me. Okay. What do we Stonebrain at this point? They've gone through a Reborn, a Supreme, and we've already Stonebrained their Omnaths. Just Bring to Light, I guess. I don't have lethal, do I? Animate, crew with the 1/1, attack with 3, they block here. No, they just block here, take 6, go to 5. Alright, I'm just gonna Stonebrain their Bring to Lights, I think. Just want to cut their good draws off. Bring to Light. Wake me up inside. Okay, Bring to Light's extracted. Remove. I'll even hold on to the idiot in my hand. What was in their hand, by the way? I didn't even see what was in their hand. They have a Fable Passage. Cool. I have a Gruul mid-range deck that I think is quite good, unless there's mono green and or mono white Admire CQs. Should I be expecting multiple copies of those decks? I think the mono green fad is really just online. I mean, at least the RCQs that I've been to this season, I have not seen a lot of mono green. So I don't know if it's just specifically an online thing. Maybe more people kind of warm up and adapt to it in paper and start playing it in paper, but it has not been a thing at RCQs that I've been to so far. Guess we go here first. Look at the What Up deck. Apparently What Up cut the crabs, which is kind of sad. But the crab has been a sacrificial lamb. 4 Ashiok, 4 Jace, 3 Verdict, 4 Doomscar, 4 main deck Lantern, 4 Fraying Sanity, 4 Fall of the Thran. Beautiful. 4 Cerulean Drake in the sideboard. I'm really mad that they cut the crabs, though. Like, I will never forgive What Up for cutting the crabs. We need to have a talk. It's unfortunate. Alright. Thoughts, you? What the fuck? What in tarnation? This is like Enigmatic, but with Thassa Deep Dwelling. Well, I think I'm supposed to take beans. What if I was gonna say, what if I let them have beans and just hope that they kill themselves with Sheoldred? Take this, maybe? It's not the best idea, though. I'm not gonna do that. Bag of Holding. What are you holding over there? Second bag is worse than the first one. Okay, that's good. So we know their hand is Veto, Path, etc., etc. The problem is, if I play Pack Rat, I can't hold up Pierce. So let's just not do that. I want to find a Black Source, and then I can go Pack Rat, hold up Pierce, and Pack Rat activation. All right, I'm gonna keep the crab just for the stream lore. All right, we got chat talking about my preview card. I missed your preview, but did you see that the combo with your bird, Af can draw the whole deck again with yet another new combo? With Shuko, right? That's what we're talking about. The card is really good with Shuko. Your preview card triggers at most twice for each creature, so with Shuko you could dump... Right, exactly. Yeah, we were talking about Shuko. Also, you don't even need to be playing Affinity. Like, you can just make... There's landfall token makers. The one that chat came up with was, I think it was Scoot Swarm. So if you play Scoot Swarm, you go Shuko, trigger Nadu, flip land, makes token, right? Because you play the land out the Scoot Swarm. Then your new token has the abilities, like the new tokens get the abilities of the Nadu, so that you can move the Shuko back to the new token, hit a land, make a token, rinse, repeat. So there's a lot of things you could do with Nadu, and I'm very, very excited for it. A lot of cool stuff you can do with it. If I play Rat, they're just going to Binding it, and I can't pierce the Binding. Well, maybe I can. This might be a bad play. If they go Shockland, they can play Binding, but I think they also might just play, they might play Enigmatic this turn. We'll see what they do. Okay, they did Shock. That doesn't mean they're going to cast Enigmatic, though. They can still just play the Binding. Wasn't the Jewel worth keeping? What do you mean? Oh, the Jewel? Maybe. Thing is, I guess I could have maybe... What if I just discarded Pack Rat? Discard Pack Rat, play Jewel, hold up this. Maybe that was better. But yes, for people who are just tuning into the stream, if you missed my preview card earlier, you can type !my preview to get a link to the card, and it's a sweet one. Well, there's actually two, technically. Nadu, Winged Wisdom, and Buried Alive. Two previews for the price of one. You'll love to see it. Okay, they played this. They played this. Still know about these four. Wait, is this just their hand? Veto, Oracle. Yeah, this is just their hand, right? Because they only have 4 cards. Guess we do this. Maybe if I discard Spell Pierce, they're just more likely to jam the Enigmatic into the Crab. I don't know if that's right. I have to wait till I find one more land to be able to go Shelly Hold Up Crab. Surely Buried Alive is good enough to get Phoenix off the ground. I think Buried Alive is better with the Dredge stuff, like Prized Amalgam, Dark Amoeba, Bloodghast. I think it's better with that stuff than it is with Phoenix. Like, Buried Alive, Bin, Amalgam, Dark Amoeba, you get a blue creature for Flare and make 7 power, which, that sounds kind of appealing, right? Instep exile to one targeted creature you control, then return that to the battlefield. I don't think I can let this resolve. Oops, wrong one. I think I can. I mean, it feels a little bad. Oh, wait. Ooh, Bag of Holding is kind of sick with Crab, huh? How much is this to get it back? 4? So if I draw a land, I can sack the Holding and get all of these back. Wait, this card's kind of sick, huh? Right, yeah. Buried Alive is only good in Legacy because of Dark Ritual. I agree. This card is maybe better than I thought it was. I didn't realize that you can just get everything back. Yeah, it works with Shark too. Okay, so we can get the Enigmatic out of their hand this way. I resized this on accident. Oops. So, Veto I don't really care about. And, I mean, I might just draw 5 cards. No reason to do it main phase. It does indeed hold your stuff in a secure location. A very, very secure bag. Bag equals secured. And Collector's Vault? Yeah. You maybe could play Vault too, but I think Bankbuster is better than Vault. Because Bankbuster is actual card advantage, as opposed to Vault just being, like, loot plus mana. Alright, I draw 5 cards. Draw 5 cards. So they have Veto, Yorion, X. What do we do about Veto, Yorion, X? I am at 5, so I have to be a little bit careful. I kind of want to hold up Crab for the Yorion, because even if they draw a land, they can't Yorion pay for Crab. I could go Rat, go to 2. No, I can't go to 2, right? Because we die to this. So I have to block this turn. This is actually kind of awkward, isn't it? I could play Shelly and let them resolve Yorion. That doesn't sound that great, though. I could go Rat, Token, Trade. Well, that's bad, because they can just path the Rat. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like any of my plays. I think they all suck into path. Could make a 4-4, could make a 3-3 and hold up Pierce, but I just don't think Pierce matters. I think I pass. I think we just pass and make a 4-4 Shark, and then just try to figure it out from there. What if we make a 2-2 and draw land? I kind of don't want to main phase the Shark, though, but maybe that's better, too. Just like 1, 2, 3, 4, hope to draw land, play land that we can hold up Crab. That's the high upside play. Maybe that was better. Huh? They do know about the Shark Typhoon, right? Because I got it off the Bag of Holding. I thought this was under the bag, no? Have I never cycled the Shark? Okay, I guess I just never cycled the Shark then. What did they get? They revealed Leyline Binding. Noted. We did hit the land. Some 41s during your last tour? I didn't know that. The last ever tour? Like, really? Really, really the last one? I've never seen them live. I kind of want to. 1, 2. I really want to be able to go Rat, Activate Crab, but I'm still 1 mana short. If I go Jewel, Sheoldred, Pass, they just go Binding, kill token, Yorion, Flicker, Binding, and they can kill the Sheoldred after they flicker the Binding. Jewel plus Rat. Yeah, if I Jewel plus Rat, I think I have to hold back the Shark token. Because the problem is, in theory, I could just go Rat, make 2 tokens, block, make a token, block, block. But if I do that, they can just kill one of the rats. Therefore, I don't have a good block with the rat. So I think I'm just not allowed to attack with this token. The other option would be attack with token, make a rat, block, block, make them use the binding, and then I can play Sheoldred. But they can also use this to kill a rat, which is like there's a lot of weird things going on here. I guess we know they can't path because they didn't play a land last turn and they put a binding on top. So we don't have to worry about the path here. So maybe it's fine. Does path is 7 to activate, right? No. I mean, I have to make this trade. I have to try at least. It's a little worse if they have second binding, but I'm just too low. So they can play Yorion. Oh, I know what their plan is. Their plan is just play Yorion, blink this, get land 7, untap, attack for 4, put me to 1, kill me with Path. Yeah, they're playing Niv. So I think I've actually given myself no outs against the Yorion. Assuming they cast it this turn. Which they kind of have no reason not to, right? Yeah. Do they normally run Path? The Enigmatic decks sometimes do. Or sorry, no, they're not playing Niv. They're playing Enigmatic, my bad. Did I say Niv? That was I misspoken. They're playing Enigmatic Incarnation. And those decks, I think, usually do play Path. You play Shelly, draw it back to survive? No, because they're going to binding this. Because they flickered the binding that was on the token. May just kill this. I guess I could have played the bag that turn. I forgot. I didn't realize I was going to have 1 mana left over. Like, technically keeps me alive, I guess. Technically keeps me alive. Kind of surprised they didn't play the land first. Okay, only make a 1/1. I think there's no reason to make a 2/2 here. I could also maybe draw Spellbeers. Okay. I mean, we got plenty of those. We certainly have plenty of those. I don't really know if I needed the 3rd one. I think that is something that I did not need. Yeah, Poker God Sheoldred. So I should probably draw on their upkeep. Oh, okay. Well, we're just dead. Never mind. Never mind. We're dead. Huh. That was a weird game. I feel like I was ahead for a good portion of it, but I was just taking too much damage from these random 3/2s. All right, seize me. This. These out. These, cut the bags, keep the crabs. I think everything else is pretty good. I could shave 1 shark, I guess, and keep a bag. Try that. I think 4 shark is too much against them. This time he pinchy? Keep this. Rat spotted. Rat spotted. Enigmatic, High Noon. What? Why did they board in High Noon? I mean, I guess it's just an enchantment they can sack to Enigmatic. Huh? Nimble Larcenist. Artifact, instant, or sorcery card from it and exile that card. I mean, I guess I'll take their counterspell, right? I don't particularly care about High Noon. It turns out High Noon is not the best plan against Pack Rat. Guess I'll play this. It doesn't let me double activate next turn. I still have to draw a land either way, because I can't use this to cast the rat, and these only make blue, they don't make black. High Noon plus Fires. Maybe they're not playing Fires. That would be kind of crazy, though. Surely they're playing Fires. Alright, give me an untap land. I mean, that's close, right? Just in case they're not going to cast a blue spell next turn, I'll hold up the option to Crab. I don't think I'm going to, but I'll at least give myself the option. But I assume they're going to cast this, which I'll dispute. Actually, 2, 4, 6, 8. Wait, no, I still can't rat activate. I still have to draw land. God damn it. Please, give me a land. Give me an untapped land. I mean, that's not bad, right? I can't complain about that. Just get their enigmatics. Enigmatic. 1, 2, 3. What did they draw? They drew a Fable and a Moon-Blessed Cleric. Alright, your turn. No attacks so we can hold up the crab. And I will crab their Fable, for sure. Holding on to you. This time he pinchy. Any surprise crabs? Do you think... Am I obligated to type surprise crab in the Moto chat every time I do that? Oh. Well, I found a Black Saurus. I did find the Black Saurus. Turns out, Backrat's not good when you have no cards in your hand. As a matter of fact. As it turns out, not the best when you have no cards in hand. I got a Fable. Fable. Why'd you leave the keys upon the Fable? Alright, Ratu. Ratu. Your turn. I pass. Chain to the Yip Rocks. Alright, rat down. One rat down. Rat spotted. What did they tutor for? Is chain what they tutored for? No, they got Fable, right? Are they trying to cast Fable? I think they're trying to cast Fable. That's actually not how that works, as a matter of fact. They definitely forgot about their own High Noon. This is like when you're playing on Arena with High Noon, and Arena just passes prior, like they just pass the turn automatically for you, and you're like, wait, did I F6? Is Arena bugged? Why game bug? Why game bug? Why game bug? I take. Who would win? A complete horde of rats or one human elf cleric? They also didn't pick up Yorion last turn. I think the rats win this. I think the rats win this race. Uh-oh. Located the answer. Actually, never mind. I was gonna say it's a problem, but it's no longer a problem. It is no longer a problem. Wait, did I just... Oh no, I died. I forgot about the flavor text. Did you forget about the flavor text? Maybe they forget about the flavor text? They clearly didn't know what their High Noon did before. Edgegob, if you're watching, I'm sorry. Should I tell them? It's been a while since I've had a concede dead on board. Tell them after game 3? Yeah, I don't want them to know what their card does in game 2. Or in game 3, rather. Why did they concede? That was the joke. We don't know why they conceded. They clearly didn't know what their High Noon did, because they tried casting the Fable the turn before. Look, it happens. Sometimes you play with new cards, you know? I mean, I've made mistakes on the channel before, you know? Everybody makes mistakes. No, I would not bring in Clarion against Phoenix. Ooh. Rat spotted. Rat spotted. We have secured the rat. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I think I'm just going to bounce their token. It's like a cool tempo play. Jewel says non-land permanent. No, it's craft with 4 or more. Oh, I thought it was artifacts. Oh, but it's non-land. I don't know why I thought this was artifacts. 4 or more non-lands with activated abilities. So you have to have at least 4 to craft with. But you can craft with Pack Rat. I don't know. Why did I think it was only artifacts? But that's a good question. If you Enigma Jewel, flip into Locus of Enlightenment with a Pack Rat under it, and you activate this to make a copy, well, it says create a token that's a copy of Pack Rat. Like, it specifically calls out Pack Rat, right? So I think it would just make a Pack Rat. I think. But I don't know. Is it referencing the card pack rat, or is it referencing making a copy of itself? It's just card name? Oh, so you would just get a flip copy of this. I don't know how that works. I have no clue. Whenever a card says their name, you can read it as this card. Really? Okay. So you would get a copy of Locus of Enlightenment, which I don't think that does what you want it to do. Yeah, it doesn't really do anything. I mean, now they can just double rat, which I am going to do. That's why I was saying a Shredder and Cauldron, so Shredder would be... Oh, I see. So if you go Cauldron Pack Rat onto Shredder, and then you activate Ledger Shredder with the Pack Rat ability, you just make a copy of Ledger Shredder. I see, okay. I get it now. So what if we Cauldron Pack Rat onto Atraxa, and then made a copy of Atraxa? Do I care about this? I think the answer is probably no. I'm going to keep the dispute, though. What's up, Sep? Man, Pack Rat's kind of busted, huh? Not just good and limited, also good with Soul Ring. They're not dead on board. They're close to dead on board, though. You got banned for 1 week on Canister Stream today. Why'd you get banned for a week? What did you do to deserve that? They said, think of the scoop last game as seppuku for forgetting about the high noon earlier in game. I was wondering. Well, at least they know now, you know? I guess this is bad if they have Verdict. I don't know if their deck plays Verdict, but... If I attack with Hall, 4 or 5 attackers... Where were they at that turn? They took 10 damage, right? They were at 16, right? So they started with 16. I animate Hall. They block Hall, Rat, and they take 15. They go to 1. I'm missing mana. Well, I discarded a land to the Rat. So Kebi is saying, instead of discarding the land, play land, animate Hall. But that it's still not lethal, right? They just block, take 15, go to 1. So I'm still one damage short. They take 12. Oh, right, because I'm not even making another Rat. You're right, okay. Yeah, 1 less Rat. I love that we have Sheoldred and not a single black mana. I think I don't want to keep this hand. Now, this hand, on the other hand, I will say every single hand with Enigma Jewel looks broken, you know? every single hand with this card feels kind of messed up. All you said was Tyvar targets, yes, deal? There's got to be more context there, right? There has to be more context. I feel like you're leaving some part of this out. The question was, does Tyvar target with -2? And so you answered the question and got banned? The fuck? There's got to be something I'm missing here. I don't know. There's got to be something we're not talking about. Surely, right? Surely? Certainly there's a piece to this story missing. Oh, okay. Well, if he told you that if you're wrong, you're going to be banned for a week, then deserved, right? You had this upon yourself, you know? He did specifically say it, and you said deal. Okay, I see. Okay. Well, then you deserved it, right? That's on you, yeah. Worth? Probably worth. I would say it's worth it, honestly. I would do the same thing. Alright, rat me? Rat me. Question. Does Pack Rat beat turn 3 Vein Ripper? I'm not sure that it does. I think the answer to that question is probably no, but we're probably going to find out. This one. Okay, well, now they're not casting Vein Ripper, because they would have done it first. Okay, that's fine. Can beat them with Sheoldred. Okay. That doesn't kill Sheoldred. Yeah, I know. I'll edit out the names. I will protect the names of the parties involved. Do not worry. All right, Sheoldred, please solo. Please carry me. Another Bankbuster's not bad. See, it looks like a 2-for-1, but it's actually not, because I discarded a card. So it's really a 2-for-2. Like, they traded Blood Tithe and Fatal Push for Pack Rat Shark Typhoon. So is that a good trade? It's fine, you know. I mean, I'm up cards from the Bankbuster, so I already have cards flowing from that anyways, so I don't care about that much with the trade. But it's fine. The hell is this? Oh, they're going to go Soaring, throw the Mutavault, sack Harvester. I see. Now, this is a 2-for-1. That is a 2-for-1 confirmed. I'll take a second Sheoldred. It's pretty fucking good, too. That might be better than Sheoldred. Do I keep the Holding or the Bankbuster? Probably the Bankbuster. I could have cast the Bag that turn. Maybe this is worse. But I want to pressure Soaring so they can't top deck Vein Ripper. Yeah, we talked about the new Birthing Pod. I think it's good. Excuse me. I'm not exactly sure what it's good in. Like, it seems decent in the Yawgmoth core with, you know, Young Wolf and stuff. Like, you can sacrifice Young Wolf to get a Bowmasters. You can sack Wall of Roots to get a Grist. But the issue that I have with it in Yawgmoth is you don't have a lot of 3-drops. So, like, what 3-drops do you even play right now that you can sack to get Yawg? So it's not... The weird part about that card in Yawgmoth is that it doesn't really find Yawgmoth. Oh, yeah, we talked about that, I think, yesterday. That card's good. They have 2 cards in hand. Alright, here's my plan. Here. Actually, is this... Hold on. Maybe that's bad. If I just didn't play the other Bankbuster, just made a 4/4. I would like to kill the Soaring, like drawing. I don't want to just get them dead. I can make another rat, send 2 at Soaring, 4 at them, they go to 13, and then I have 4 rats in play. And then next turn, I can draw, make another rat, make them 5/5s. I could also just draw a card off this Bankbuster, send the 2 3/3s at Soaring, and just don't attack them this turn. Because this does kill the Soaring guaranteed. And then I could just get a card. I can also play the other Bankbuster. Okay, maybe that's better. Yeah, I actually like that. We can draw a card, hit our land drop, and play another Bankbuster. And get a 1/1. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, wait. Actually, I did none of that. Because apparently I removed my damage stop. Don't know how that happened. But sure, I guess. -1 damage stop. How does that even happen? Like, do I just randomly click over here sometimes? Apparently, I don't know. I need to put the lock on. Because if you put the lock on, you can't remove the stops. But then it's like a pain in the ass if I have to put an upkeep stop. The new Mana Dork is good. I think it's okay. I think I'm still drawing. I should have cast that. I mean, we're just gonna do this now, right? Smork. I will smork you. Where's Smork Rat? How many other rat emotes do we have on 7TB that we can add? I'm gonna do a search on 7TB for rat. Rat. Okay. I will activate my pack rat. Onboard tricks, huh? So they probably have, their last card's probably Fatal Push. Which... Oh, never mind. Their last card's not Fatal Push. Okay, what do you want against vampires? Blot Out. You drive a hard bargain. I know, right? I ask you to sub for an emote. You don't sub, and I add the emote anyways. That's just kind of how that works. Pike with the gifted sub. Thank you very much for the gifted sub, Pike. Appreciate that. No Stonebrain. I don't think Stonebrain's good against vampires. The issue with Stonebrain against vampires is you Stonebrain their Vein Rippers, and then they just beat you with their random other cards. They just beat you with Harvester, Fable, and Archfiend. So I don't think Stonebrain's a good plan against vampires. Like, they are just a mid-range deck, you know? This hand's kind of awkward, because I have 2 Pathways. I really wish that I had 2 Darkslick Shores. I would like to Thoughtseize before I Hawker, but I could just YOLO. Like, there is a lot of upside in just casting this, because if they don't have the push, then we get to go untap, 4 mana, Thoughtseize, hold up Crab, Crab this Soaring, untap, land, Pack Rat, activate. I mean, I'm just going to go for it. The upside is way too high. Alright, no Fatal Push. Okay, well, at least we have Spell Pierce, which is good. I'm gonna... I mean, it doesn't really matter which one I take, right? I'm just gonna Pierce the other one. I don't think it matters. It doesn't matter which one I take. I take one, they cast the other. The more I play with pathways, the more I dislike them. Yeah, I'm not a huge pathway enjoyer either. I mean, they're good sometimes, but they can be very, very awkward. I think, weirdly enough, I think pathways are designed pretty well for that reason. You know, it's not just... There's some decks that have, like, 20 lands, and it feels like Darkslick Shores is just the same thing as Underground Sea. Or, you know, Watery Grave, where you're playing a format where your life total doesn't matter. But I think pathways are relatively well designed because of that downside. What if they just don't cast the Soaring? Well, that's awkward. I kind of hadn't thought about them not casting the Soaring. They've seen through my ruse. I mean, I guess it's okay. Actually, it's not okay. Because I can't... If I want to hold up Pack Rat activation, I can't also hold up Spell Pierce. So we kind of have to make a decision now. My decision could just be not play a spell, which, honestly... I think that's fine. I guess I could still just cast Pack Rat and not hold up black. Trade this rat for Bloodscythe Harvester. Well, the issue with holding up Crab is they just get to go kill this main phase 1. I float mana, they just go main phase 2, cast Soaring. Now, I guess I could just go hold up black. They sack Harvester, kill Omen Hawker. I float, they pass, I make a rat, and just hope they didn't draw Vein Ripper. Like, that could be an option. But I just kind of lose if they drew Vein Ripper. Okay, let's gamble a little bit. I'm going to gamble. I don't know if I should gamble, but I'm going to gamble. Just going to hope they didn't draw Vein Ripper. They also might target the rat. And then we could do this, like, staring contest where if they target the rat, I just let it die. But then they obviously just don't cast the Soaring. But maybe I'm okay with that. Because then we're kind of in the same spot next turn, right? Really? Okay, that's fine. This I'm confused by. Can you Crab if they go for rat? Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If I let the rat die, then you know what I mean? It just makes my hand obvious. Like, why would I not activate the rat if they're killing it with Harvester? I'm just basically playing with my hand face up at that point. So, like, if I don't activate rat, there's no chance they would cast the Soaring there. I mean, this is probably the best possible outcome, right? Because now we get to untap with multiple rats and have the and have 2 counterspells up. I do not think this could have gone better for us. All right. I'm at 9. Maybe they can race me. Surely they go for something this turn, right? I could make them use 2 mana. It's kind of pointless, though, right? It's kind of pointless. I guess I should have played a rat. Well, no. It's awkward if I play rat, right? Because if I play a rat, they can just go main phase, kill the Hawker, second main phase, Path of Peril. So I'm at 9. So now do I cast rat, attack with everything, hold up Pierce? Cast rat, hit them for 7, and then hold up Pierce. I don't think the Pierce is doing anything, though. But I mean, I guess at that point it's better to just discard Pierce, right? Oh, no, because, well, Pierce could matter if they have to go... Like, if their hand is Soaring push, well, they would just push now, right? And, well, if they push now, it could matter. Okay, I'm going to hold up the Pierce, just in case. Pierce is good if they had push now. Although, I guess if they had push, they maybe would have done it on, like, up my upkeep or something. They're just trying to dig for Ripper, but I can Pierce the Soaring and make them tap out, and I think I have Ripper beat. Not quite. Okay. Alright, well, that was good. Good thing I kept that Pierce up, huh? Like holding Omen back? I don't think I'm chump blocking with Omen, though, because I can just double activate Rat next turn if I find a land. Untapped land is just 2 more Rats, which I think is better than chump blocking with Omen. The reason I think we should have taken Soaring with Seas is that with no Ripper in hand, there's no real reason when we cast a Soaring that turn. Yeah, that's a good point. We can maybe, like, force them to cast the Fable. You're probably right about that. Even if I care more about the Fable, it's still... Oh. They forgot they sacked their blood token. Oh, shit. So... they're dead? Because they have no cards in hand? Okay, well... That was a game, all right. That was definitely a game. Maybe they wanted the life. Maybe, I don't know. We're 3-0 with rats. Yeah, I didn't want to say anything. I do remember seeing Buried Alive leaked, like, very, very early on, but I didn't want to say anything. So I kind of kept my mouth shut on that one. Boop. Nope. This hand needs to draw a second land, but if we do, it's pretty good. This is worse if they Thoughtseize my Jewel. Okay. Phoenix. And I've also been told that the card is completely broken in Commander, which, you know, maybe does not do anything for me, but I'm sure people are excited for it in Commander. And then Shuko, it goes off with Shuko too, so there's some really cool stuff with it. Did not draw land. Highway Robbery. All right, it's your turn. I pass. Running straight into the end. A Simic Commander that draws cards and explores. I've never seen this before. Colony Garden. Well, you're thinking small ball. I'm thinking Scoot Swarm, because Scoot Swarm, landfall makes the token. You make the token. Shuko, equip the token. Trigger Nadu. Nadu, hit a land. Land, make a token off Scoot Swarm, move the Shuko, so on and so forth. Because the tokens that you make have the, like, you can target those twice and still get 2 lands off of it. So it just, like, basically lets you draw your whole deck. Yeah, Phyrexian Tower, too. Spike spoiled Phyrexian Tower. Demilich. Demi Lovato Lich. Alright, I'm off it. I have not drawn my second land. Maybe I should have went to 5. Alright, Leyline me. I don't like Thoughtseize against Phoenix. Cut the bags, add disputes, call it a day. Yeah, you can only equip once each turn. I was like, there's no way they just, like, reprinted Shuko. They would never do that. We'll draw land, I believe. I mean, this is the nuts plus Leyline, but the only thing is we need a second land. You can't mulligan the sand against Phoenix. I don't think you can. Oh. Well, apparently they didn't. Was I going to draw land? Well, I mean, I guess Leyline's good, huh? Maybe they didn't know that I had Leyline. Or they're just off it. Now do it again. I mean, I'm going to mold a Leyline. If they're willing to concede to it last game, I think I'm just going to mold to it. This one's close. Like, this hand's not bad, but do I just mold to Leyline? What do you think? Did we do it? This hand is decent. Do you think if I mold to Leyline, they're just going to concede again? Let's try it. I mean, this hand's really good. I'm on 5 right now. Surely I can't mulligan this one, right? This hand is really good. It's the same hand as before. No, this is much better because I have Jewel instead of Hawker. And Jewel is much better because they can't Fiery Impulse Jewel. I'm trying to win, okay, chat? I'm trying to win. You can get mad at me if you want, but I'm trying to win. Oh. They also skipped their first turn, and I drew the Leyline. I guess I wish I had, you know, gone one deeper, huh? Maybe they'll just concede to me hardcasting this. Watch them spell pierce my Bankbuster now. I would lose it if they did. I think they might. Alright, now. You'll love to see it. Hope we see a turn 4 concession to Leyline. I mean, Bankbuster Jewel is kind of nice. And everybody keeps saying, oh, but Doomlake, Necro interferes with your scam. But it just doesn't matter. If you scam on turn 1, you take their 2 best cards, and then you Necro on turn 3, nobody is ever beating that. Like, who in the world is ever going to beat that draw, you know? Nobody. That's the answer. Yeah, did you know that Necro interferes with your scam? This is going to look weird, but I'm going to pierce this. I'm going to pierce this and then crab their Highway Robbery. This might be a bit aggressive. Oh, wait, no, I can't crab their Highway Robbery. Shit. I forgot that I only have 1 Blue Saurus. Well, you know. I forgot. Alright, I forgot. So they get back 1 Phoenix. Surely I can beat 1 Phoenix, right? Surely I can beat 1 copy of... Okay, well. Surely I can beat a Phoenix and a Demolich. I don't know why I tapped the Mirrex. Not that it mattered. I need an untapped Black Source. It's not an untapped Black Source. Shit. Well, this is awkward. I mean, I can cast the Leyline, but where do I go from there? No, so the reason I wanted an untapped Black Source is because I wanted to be able to go untap land, Leyline, pop this, push the Demolich. But I only have 4 mana now, so I can't do that. Could just play... I think I have to play the Leyline. Yeah, I think I have to play the Leyline this turn. It's awkward because I lose my treasure, so I can't turn on the Fatal Push later down the road. But I think I have to do it this way. Needed to land so badly that turn. It would have been in a much better spot. Oh, well, I guess we were dead anyways, if they had a removal spell for Leyline. Because now we can't even cast it again. That's bad. That's bad. This deck needs Lord Skitter. Why does it need Lord Skitter? Oh, because it makes rats for pack rat. I see. I see. Unfortunately, Lord Skitter does not have an activated ability, though. It has a casting cost, but not an activated ability. Hysterical. Yeah, that's about right. That is about right. Alright, we're dead. Tough game. Tough game. I guess I should have mulled the Leyline, huh? Oh, okay, I gotcha. I thought about just mulling... I thought about, like... I had a 6-card hand that was kind of sort of decent, but needed a little bit of help. And I was like, I mulled that looking for a Leyline, and then my 5 was very good, but I thought about just going to Leyline. Turns out you had Dismissal, so it probably didn't matter. I'm not going to keep this. I'm not going to keep this. Any primers? Anybody with a prime sub in the chat? Okay, this one's good. Put back DJ Shark and Hall. Below Tussie. Alright, Jewel. Enigma Jewel. This one. This one. And this one. And your turn. How do we beat Lotus? Well, we have the card called the Stone Brain in our sideboard. I heard that card's pretty good against Lotus. We also have Bag of Holding, so we can tell them to hold these. I'll take a Pack Rat. You can go Pack Rat and activate this turn. Or that. That's a card. I don't know if I should Takenuma or Mirrex. Oh. Well, they've made the decision for me, I guess. It turns out we don't have to decide. Okay. Thoughtseize me. Everybody just, like... I don't know. It's been a weird day. Push out at least 1 or 2 Shark Typhoons, maybe a bag. This looks fine, right? Yeah, I can go with this. This is quite the collection of cards. I mean, it has Thoughtseize Spell Pierce, but 0 pressure. This hand at least does something. This one, I think. Omen Hawker. Omen Hacker? Omen Hackermans. It's awkward. Alright, bag me. Guess maybe playing the second bag is bad, because the second one doesn't do that much. How does this work, by the way? Whenever you discard a card, exile that card from your graveyard. So it just goes under one of the bags, I would assume. Vizier. It's not bad. Oh, I can choose which one. Okay, I can choose which one to put it under. That's actually kind of relevant. Yeah, I can choose which one to put it under. So I can kind of split it up in case they have Boseiju. But it might be better to not split it up. Yeah, it might be better to not split it up. Just because if I eventually want to sack this one, I'd rather just have a bigger bag, you know? I'm going to try to find Thoughtseize. I'll pretend like I have Thoughtseize. Oh, I clicked it wrong. My bad. Not that it matters. It's all lands anyways. Just getting into Pioneer from Modern. I've noticed the general build of Phoenix is not running Highway Robbery and no Demolich. Seems like an oversight. Is there something I'm missing, or are people kind of stuck in their ways? I have not tried Highway Robbery. I'm personally playing Proph's Eidetic Memory over that spot. An F6. But I know that there are some people who definitely do like the Highway Robbery. I want to play 2 Profs, and I don't know what else to cut. But you could also do 1 Profs, 1 Highway Robbery. That wouldn't be the worst. That's bad. That's not good. Okay, 4 robbery. I have not seen 4 robbery before. I've seen the most number of robberies that I've seen is 1, 2 max. I've never seen 4. 4, I think, but also your version with Demolich is, it makes a lot more sense for you to play more robberies because you have Demolich. All right, -6. -6, by the way. I would like you to take 6. They go to 10. 2 green. Okay, that's a Lotus field. So we need to draw something relevant. Thoughtseize, Counterspell, something. Unfortunately, Packrat is not a relevant card. That would have been a relevant card if I had drawn it for turn. But now I think we're dead. Probably dead, right? Okay. Maybe we have to hope that their hand is all poor for the pages, because they can't cast those cards. That's bad. Although, I guess they can't get poor off this. So what can they get that's not poor? Omniscience, Dark Petition, Leer, probably. Yeah, we probably can't beat that pile. Charm, Omniscience, Petition. What does Charm do? This gets them another Lotus field. 3 cards in hand. What if I just gave them Omni Charm and then hope that their hand is all pores? That might be my only way to win. Because if I give them Petition, Charm, they go Petition. Well, I guess... Yeah, because if I give them Petition, Charm, they go Float Mana, Charm for Lotus field, sack, Petition for Leer, untap, 8 mana, cast Leer, 3 floating, strings, but then they only have Pour in the graveyard? A Charm for Zakama. I don't think they have enough mana to cast Zakama. Oh, you're saying if I give them Omniscience? Sure. Oh, Charm can just get Leer. Well, if Charm gets Leer, then what do they petition for? I think I just put back Omniscience. I mean, they already have strings in the graveyard. Does the second strings matter? Maybe it does. I mean, they're pausing, so maybe I'm not dead. I will concede once they remove the Sheoldred from the battlefield. I'll see what they get. They got Fate of Wishes. So they can Granted with 4 mana floating, but if they go Granted Sweeper, they die, because we have the Bankbuster. Right, because they have 8 mana right now. Yeah. Okay, Leer, 1 floating, sure. And they have 2 strings, but they still don't have a second Lotus field. Right? Oh, I guess they don't need a second Lotus field because they can untap the Vizier. Okay, sure. So 3, 6, -2 is 4 + 6 is 10 mana. Fae, removal spell. Yeah, maybe. I was thinking that Vizier is not, but it's only not a second Lotus field with Pour, because you can't untap Vizier with Pour. But you can with strings. Okay. What do they get? Approach? Do they play Approach anymore? I don't know. I assume I'm dead, but make them do it. I don't think the Cypher on strings matters. Maybe it could, but I doubt it. Because now this is tapped. I mean, they can untap it and then do it and then go to combat. But they can only really generate mana in combat, so I don't think it matters that much. They got Ultimatum. Okay, let them cook. Let them cook, chat. See, the problem with that, Fraught, is you can't really do that because they cast this, which gives you priority. So if you leave your computer, then you're just going to time out when they cast Ultimatum. I guess it doesn't matter at this point because they can recovery back the petition. I think I'm dead, but I'm just going to make him kill me, I guess. Oh, God. You've seen too many misplays. What'd they do? Otawara. Can I concede now? I probably can. Yeah. Alright, I'm bored. Yeah, it's the win con. The win con is your opponent's board. That's their win condition. Which happens quite frequently against Lotus Field, to be fair. Alright, play first. God, this hand's so close. I mean, I'm actually going to keep this hand because we have the bag. We can go turn 1 Jewel. If we miss on land, we can just go bag, activate, and then that can find land. So I think this hand's actually good. Even if we miss, we get another look at it. But untap land and we win. That is an untapped land. I will name the card Lotus Field. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so how do they win from here? They get a borrower. They can Fey, I guess. Can you Fey for a Lotus Field? No, you can't Fey for a Lotus Field, right? So I don't think they can win anymore. Cool. All right, kick by Lotus Fields. See ya. Yeah, I don't think they can win from here either. Especially now that we cast Pack Rat. Now they definitely can't win. Pack Rat's the real killer. They cast a 1/3. I think they're casting a 1/3. Meat. Thank you for the 2 gifted subs. Appreciate that, Meat. Thank you very, very much. If you didn't get a sub from Meat, dodge in chat. Appreciate that, Meat. Guessing it's for a deck tech. I'll take a look after this match. I kind of would like to hold up Dispute just in case, but I don't know. I'll just make a rat. It kills them so quickly. Discard the bag at this point. I guess I could have discarded the Buster and played the bag. Maybe that was better. All right, sounds good. Just give me a link after this, and I'll take a look. Thanks again for the 2 gifted subs, Meat. Appreciate that. Razor put in nothing. All right, I don't care about their hand. Their hand no longer matters. Rats do kill kind of quickly, huh? This time I'm probably going to hold up Dispute. Yeah, all right, I'm just going to hold up Dispute. Can they cast Petition? Not without Lotus Field now. I can cast Archdruid's Charm. If they search, I'm just going to let that resolve, I think. Like, what can they get? I just don't care. They get a Leer to block. I can just dispute the Leer and make a rat. I just don't know what their out is. Like, we looked at their whole deck. Spara's Headquarters. Noted. Noted. I mean, they're still playing it out. They are no longer playing it out. Turn 2 Stone Brain. Pretty good against Lotus Fields. All right, well, we picked up a 4-1 with the Rats. Not quite the 5-0 that we were hoping for. But, yeah, we learned a couple of things. We've learned that the Enigma Jewel is extremely powerful, and I believe that your win percentage in this particular deck goes up quite highly when you have it in your opening hand. You know, Pack Rat's a good payoff. Bankbuster was good. I was pleasantly surprised with Bag of Holding. I thought this card was a meme, but we actually got to activate the 4-man ability of it a couple of times. The crabs were okay. I could kind of take or leave them, though. I might rather just have more Pierce, more Thoughtseize. Even though it is good with Hawker Jewel, it's like you already have plenty of stuff that's good with this card. And I also think 4 Shark Typhoon might be a bit too much. I could see trimming this, cutting these 2, and just going max Pierce, max Thoughtseize. Even the 4th Bag of Holding I wouldn't hate, or maybe even a couple Collector's Vaults. But yeah, that's it. If you're watching this on YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you thought down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.